Go to any construction conference right now and you'll hear the same big claims over and over. Robots pouring concrete, job sites running themselves, drones doing the work your whole survey crew used to do. Here's the truth. Almost none of that is actually happening yet. Not on real job sites, not on real budgets. But AI is changing this industry, just not the way most people think. I've spent over 10 years in construction, and today I'm going to show you the 5 ways AI is actually being used right now. No sci fi, no hype, just what's real right now on actual projects. Picture this scene: bright stage lights, a row of executives in comfortable chairs, big screens behind them showing a robot, a drone, some sleek aerial shot of a building going up on its own. Every conference has the exact panel: robots pouring concrete, fully self running job sites, drone replacing your whole survey crew. Almost none of it is actually happening, not at scale, not on the kind of projects most of us actually run. So instead of the sci fi version, here are 5 ways AI is actually showing up in construction today on real projects, saving real time. Let's start with a real number because numbers don't lie the way conference panels do. A recent survey of construction firms found that 61% now use AI in some form or plan to use it soon. That's a majority of the industry. This is not some far off future technology anymore. But here's the part that matters the most. Two biggest categories are not robots and they are not drones. The single biggest use of AI in construction right now in everyday construction is office paperwork. Right behind it, in second place, is estimating and quantity takeoffs. Read that again. The most common use of AI in this whole industry is paperwork. Not robots, not drones, just the boring stuff quietly getting passed in the background and getting faster. Let's count down the 5 places this is actually showing up. Starting at number 5, just finding things. Every project generates a mountain of paperwork, specifications, drawings, RFIs, emails, submittals. The old way to find one buried detail was to remember roughly when it happened, then dig through the folders for 20 minutes, hoping you remembered right. New AI search tools are changing that. Instead of just matching a keyword, they actually understand your question. Ask something like, what did the engineer say about the rebar spacing issue? And it gives you the real answer, not just a list of files that mention rebar. Here's an example. One report found that construction workers are spending about 18% of their time simply searching for information, almost a fifth of the workday just working for things or just looking for things. Procore, one of the biggest construction software platforms, built an AI search specifically to fix that. It is not flashy. It won't make a conference keynote, but if you ever burned an hour hunting for one email, you already know why this matters. Number 4, AI is doing a lot. Before AI is doing a lot of visual legwork on site. Some tools use regular photos or a full 360-degree camera walk to automatically track how much work is actually done, how much concrete is poured, how far framing has gotten, whether everyone's wearing the right safety gear. Instead of a superintendent manually comparing last week's photos to this week's, the software spots what changed and what's falling behind on its own. Some of these same tools also flag safety issues like missing hard hats or unsafe scaffolding straight from the footage. Here's an example. A company called Open Space lets a crew walk the site with a 360-degree camera and automatically churns that walk into a map you can click through. It automatically churns that walk into a map you can actually click through, almost like Google Street View, lined up against the actual plans. Another company called BuildDots uses helmet mounted cameras to check footage against the building model and figures out exactly how much of each trade's work is done room by room. This wants less brand new AI magic and more camera finally being pointed at the right problem. But the time it actually saves every week is real. So, number three, predicting problems before they happen. Some AI tools study old project data, which means cost delays, how much, how long similar work has actually taken in the use that to, and then they will use that to warn you early that a project is heading towards a slip or a cost overrun. This is not magic. This is a system that has seen thousands of projects that looked exactly like yours right before they went sideways, and it recognizes the pattern before a person would. Think of it like a weather forecast for your schedule. It cannot promise exactly what happens, but it can tell you a storm is more likely to happen than you think, while there is still time to do something about it. An example, a company called Nplan built its prediction model on more than 750,000 real construction schedules, one of the largest collections of real project data anywhere in the industry. Another tool, Alice, which is used by large contractors on major projects. One project control leader at a big construction firm said questions that used to take their team days now takes minutes. This category is still young, but it might be one of the biggest payoffs once it fully matures. Number two, estimating, one of the fastest growing uses of AI in the entire construction industry. AI tools can now read a full set of construction drawings directly and automatically count up every door, window, wall, fixtures. They can even flag places where two drawings don't agree with each other. The kind of mismatch that used to the kind of mismatch that used to only get caught after someone finally noticed, sometimes after a bid was already submitted. This does not replace an estimator's judgment on price. What it replaces is the hours of manual counting and cross checking that used to eat up the entire first half of putting a bid together. Here's an example. A tool called Toggle.ai was independently tested, completing a full completing a full architectural takeoff, counting every wall, window, and room on a real messy set of drawings in about 12 minutes with accuracy reported near 97 to 98%. 12 minutes for work that would take the better part of the day. This is exactly the boring stuff that actually saves hours. And here's number one. The single most common use of AI in construction today is paperwork. RFIs, submittal logs, change order responses, daily reports. If you have watched my video on the 5 things engineering school does not teach you, you already know this is the real day-to-day construction management, and it's exactly where AI makes the biggest difference right now. I use Claude a lot myself, drafting a first pass RFI response, tightening up the justification on the change order, turning messy, rushed field notes into a clean daily report that I can actually send. It does not change my judgment on engineering or the actual decision. It replaces is the hour it used to take just to get a clean first draft on the page. Now it takes about 10 minutes of writing plus a quick review. Here is an example. One mid-sized contractor started using an AI tool built into their RFI process and cut their average response time from about a week to just a few days, while cutting down weekly document searching. This is the least exciting item on the list. It's also the one already saving the most hours across the whole industry. So here's the real list. Number 5, finding stuff fast. Number 4, watching the job site. Number 3, seeing delays before they happen. Counting their Number 2, counting and pricing the job. And number 1, writing the paperwork. No robots, just AI quietly just AI quietly taking the slowest, most repetitive parts of this job off your plate, one task at a time. So here's my honest question for you. If you have not tried any of this yet, what are you waiting for? Start with the easiest one on this list, your own paperwork. Draft an RFI response and let AI write the first pass while you review it. Take a rough change order justification and let it help tighten the wording, or turn a page of messy field notes into a clean daily report in minutes. Instead of losing an hour, instead of losing an hour, Claude and ChatGPT are both free to try. This is genuinely the easiest, lowest risk place on the whole list to start. This gave you a real honest look at where, if this gave you a real honest look at where AI actually stands in construction right now, please do me a favor and subscribe. Also, if you are interested in any trade school or even interested in taking any courses to learn about construction management or estimating, check out CourseCareers. The link is in the description below. There are courses that my friends and people that I know actually took and they were able to get their foot in the door. Please go ahead and check that out. And I will see you in the next one.